16 hours ago when we upgraded the Ford Focus battery to incorporate with the Volkswagen e-Golf battery, which is a 8.544 kilowatt for a 24-volt solar system. And I want to show you what we accumulated in 16, or what we withdraw from the battery 16 hours ago. So this is the total amount of power we use. 16 hours. For 16 hours, just about 65 amp hours battery amp hour we took from the system. Let's go here and show you. We were at 32.2, something like that, 32.2 volts when we started 16 hours ago, and we are still sitting at 31.4 volt. Now the system is resting. We are not using power because we are searching. It's on search mode. So it's cloudy outside. So we are not bringing, the charge controller is not bringing anything, because you would have seen a light illuminating here, which is the blue light telling you we're charging. I'm going to push this one so you can see. So it's 31.2 volt, and see cycling there to show you. See, that's all the solar that's coming in. The voltage is too low for the system to start charging. This is a Magnum Power Track Performance, or Magnum PT100, made by Magnasign Magnum Energy. So this is the system here. Two inverters on a 24 volt, and this is my setup right here. So it's like 0.2 millivolt discrepancy if you look at the Magnum here, the remote and the charge controller. So I'm gonna try to it's not like the Outback or the thing. I haven't get into that part yet to try to adjust it, to recalibrate. That's the word, to recalibrate it so that they can sync in the same voltage. So if you can see, the power track is tracking really fast there because there is no sun. It's really cloudy, gloomy day, cold outside. So let's check the batteries here. Here are the batteries, just like we had them yesterday. And the breaker hasn't tripped, nothing. It's sitting on the DIN rail. It's still on. It's a 200 amp breaker. And we can only pull that much. I know if you go back to my batteries on the Ford Focus, if you go on my playlist, you'll see what are the specifications, what these batteries can pull. If you can pull up to about 600 or whatever, 400, you go and find out. Check on that and read on the description below. I specified everything. What's the draw, what's the charge, what's the discharge, what's the charge on these batteries. And here is my LG Cam batteries. And this is the 48 volt system right here. You can see so much power embedded into this box. It's not an easy thing, and it costs a lot of money into this. Any of these bricks cost a lot of money. So now you can't just find them anymore. Absolutely, these ones you can find. And my batteries are so rare. This is another one here. And the green ones indicated is going to tell you the date of manufacture. So I don't know if you can able to see it. It's a 2015, no, 2017, sorry. It's 2017, 11, 15. They were manufactured. And I'm going to try and write these things down before they erase. These are 2016. So any of the green labels on the LG Cam tells you exactly the year. These are 15s, and yeah, that's what I think. That's what I said. These are 16s. So you see 1610, the 6th. 17. The blue ones are the 2017s. So they erase because I'm sitting on them. When I work on this box, I sit on them all the time. So I think my pants are scrubbing up or removing the paint. So that's the thing to prove it is the LG Cam batteries. There you go. LG Cam. You can scan this code. I think it's supposed to tell you a lot about these batteries. All right. That's the Ford Focus right there. Batteries. Okay. 6 bricks of those. And I have the other 4 for another project that's coming soon. So these are 6 modules of the LG Cam. 2015, 2016s right there. So these are the batteries, my battery box. All these batteries you cannot find. I'm not gonna say anymore, but if you find them, let me know. Well, you cannot find them. Likewise, this, my lovely and my, it has a lot of things I said about these batteries. Very powerful battery for 12-volt system. These are the Volkswagen e-Golf batteries. And I'm gonna show you a tag right here. My old and faithful batteries. There you go. All right. A kilowatt. So each battery is a kilowatt. 1025. Yeah, 1025 each. So I wire them in series or in parallel. If you go one here, there's a top one, 2, 3, 4. So this is the 4th one. That's where the parallel took place here. And back here you will see 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is where the series took place. So I parallel 4 of them. So guys, I'm not using any BMSs or balancers or anything. So my batteries are always balanced. And I've been having this for quite a long time now. Check on my videos, you'll see from the day one I posted it, the videos saying switching from AGM to lithium batteries. That's the end of the AGM world, and now we are here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if I can initiate or initialize a charge here. Since we're still high, we just took 60 something amp hours from this battery bank, this monster I just created. These batteries were all there before, and we're sitting at 87. That's why it says 87% state of charge, 16 hours. For 16 hours is 87 state of charge, and this is the amount we took, 65 amp hours. It's just a size of one battery, like one size of this battery. We just extracted one battery from the group right there, because each battery is a 65 amp hour. Okay, so it just seems like we just consumed one battery on that one old rack. Not even compare to this one. This one's 75 amp hour each battery. They stay balanced and everything and good. So what we're gonna do here, let's go back and try to initialize a charge if it's gonna let us do it. And we will learn from that and see. Let's see, DC, flip the switch, and indicator is going to be going, flashing. Let's see if it's going to connect. Okay, the relay connected. No solar coming in. Let's just see. Because the voltage is still high, I don't think it's going to charge at all. I'll be thrilled or I'll be surprised if it's going to charge. So, 16 hours ago. That's the power of lithium, is the voltage, no more the amperage. If for AGM, well, we would have gone for a long time now. Probably we're almost close to nominal voltage of those batteries. But look, because voltage is too high, it's not going to charge. Okay, there we go. It finally does. Yeah, it's bringing a 122 amp hours, almost 130. Trying to charge the batteries. So this one can take us back so that we can reset our tank, which I set them was supposed to be 495 amp hours, and I set it because this remote doesn't go 495, it goes in tens. So if we decide to go here and click, this is gonna be 500 here. So I just put it on 500 because these batteries don't charge all the way full, and we don't discharge them all the way down. So I put a cap on it, and you see I can only go 490, which is gonna act like a buffer that 5 or 10 more amps, or 5 more amps, because it's supposed to be 495. So 495, if I set it at 490, that means we still have a buffer that keeps our batteries last longer and not to charge 100%. Okay, and I set it not to charge 100%. They charge only to 90%. So let me show you. If we come to the charging, which is option 3 on the menu, and you push the enter, this is what I'm charging my battery from the grid, which is charging at 240 or 220 240 volt split phase US charging. Okay, US voltage. So I'm charging a 240 volt, and my breaker is a 30 amp breaker. I have there 15 double pole, and I just dial it to 22, and here we go. When it can operate till the voltage drops at 80 volt on the AC, then the inverter, I think that's the time, or it starts at 80, the inverter can start it charging. If you have like a generator that is really smaller, and even if the voltage drop at 80, it will still work. Can't go below that. That's the default setting. So I have it on constant current, constant voltage, charging these batteries, or else it won't charge unless they're low. So now it's regulated. Even the absorb is gonna be on constant voltage, constant current, which the voltage and the current are going simultaneously. So it's not like it increase the voltage when it's charging or increasing the amps or what it's charging. No, it's constant voltage, constant current. So that's what I was talking about. I set my battery charge, the max is 90%. I only charge my batteries to 90%. But when it's done charge, it's going to be considered as a full charge, which is 100%. So it takes it as 100%. My 90% is my 100% charge. Okay, guys, that's what I was talking about earlier with my 495 amp hour, which I had it to 500 amp hours, which is here. I can still go back and show you what I was talking about here. I said 500 here. So I still have a buffer and I can able to change this one, but I just want to make sure exercise the batteries. Yesterday you guys can see a little voltage from the other ones, like 0.2 millivolt. So now they're already parallel together and it's supposed to be balanced properly. So if I come, was it here? Okay, I think here. Okay, see that? It's at 80%. These batteries, and if I set a charge, and now 100% is gonna charge it too. I think we're winding down here. It goes to the silent mode. He does it because if I'm charging constant voltage, constant current, he does it. But if I have to go back and change it to like custom, that would take it. This silent's supposed to go. I think if I go back here, yeah, change this. It's supposed to be starting at a bulk charge. I don't know why sometimes he does it or why he's doing it. So go back here. It will initialize the charge again. It will continue to start the charge because the batteries, I think because the batteries are full, it's considered that the batteries are, the voltage is higher at these batteries for regular AGM batteries because these magnums were not set up. I don't know for the new ones, they are not set up like for lithiums, but since you have the since we have the option to do the custom setting, it will give you the option to set the batteries to different voltages you have there. So this is what is happening. It will come back. It takes a time to start charge again, but it goes into that silent mode. There you go. See what I'm saying? I don't know if because of how the boards and everything were programmed to know for AGM or lead acid or flooded acid battery, they don't see the voltage go all the way this way. If it does, that means the flooded acid battery. So now we can continue. If you end up having that problem all the time or face something like that, go into that option because I put on auto connect. Then you go into this multi-stage. All right. So the multi-stage, you dial. So we want to start into a bulk. So now it's already said already on bulk and absorb. All right. And now we are here. And let's check the battery. Remember, I was telling you how much we took off from the batteries. So we're at 88 state of charge. And this is what we put in back to the batteries. It shows over 100 over there. And now look minus. So this is what we're going to be replacing back into the batteries that we took yesterday because it was 0, 0. So I hope this one makes sense for you guys. Some of you guys want to go Magnum or want to go through these high-end machines. There's a lot of options to play with. But if you don't know it, you can do a mistake and that's going to cause a destruction on your system or your batteries. So you just have to be careful. Read the manual. Watch some YouTube videos like our videos like this. Or always contact into my playlist and see what I've done with the Magnum and what I've done with the Outback Power Systems with all their machines. That is the Magnum thing over there. The MEARTR. So that's the this is the like just like the BMK that tells the state of charge, but this is the FNDC for Outback. So, and this is how it looks like. That's by state of charge. That battery monitor, that's that monitor the batteries. And this is the router, which is the hub, which is like a router, okay, like your internet. That's how it looks like, the router. That's how you plug all these other machine. If you have one of these and one of the or two of these charge controllers or other stuff, and the mate, and the FNDC or auto stage generator start, all those stuff you can add up, and this is just a 4 up 4. So instead of having more of these equipment, you have to add the up 10. So I just want to show you, and this is what we're up to now, guys. We're dropping just like a fly. So bringing power back. Now it's dropping the amps because it was set for 32 volt. So each block on that battery Ford Focus is a 16 volt. So 16 point something. So dial it. So my batteries don't go all the way max because there's 16 point something, but and I locked it into 16. So 16, 16, 32. So 32 volts. And likewise, this ones too, you can find the specifications on my description below. They're all white with number 2 wires here. I just want to show you the progress, what we did yesterday, and everything seems to work. I'm just trying to do that again and rejuvenating it, since now the batteries are already connected in parallel, and it's doing it. I think it's dropping again. Okay, that's what is coming in. As soon as it passed the 100 amps, the RPMs of the fans will drop. So it's gonna go quietly, and after that the MOSFETs and other things are getting warm, capacitors or transformer inside the Magnum, and this thing produce heat. Not warm enough to warm this room, but see, it goes back to silent. So this is what we're gonna do. We go back here. I think that's the one. Yeah, go back here. Go multi-stage. And for some reason, I don't know why, and we're gonna go back to the charger. I understand why. Okay, take it to the constant voltage, constant current, constant voltage. Let's see when it starts charging. I'll show you exactly what you have to do on this, because I've used these functions multiple times. Stay tuned. Okay, now we are back. What we do, we go back into this and go into charger, and we take it into constant current voltage. Use our settings. These are my settings. So it's supposed to stay now, because constant current, constant voltage. Here, if I go back here, I have to go tell it. Let me go tell it back at multi-stage. It starts on bulk. Then this one will stay. But if you are charging these batteries and they are not low, it's not gonna let you do this, because it's just, since it's like a flooded acid battery, and you know, after that's the like it is the equalizing mode on a flooded acid battery. These are all the equalizing mode, and it cut off after a short time, or I have to check again. Maybe it's a timer, whatever. Maybe I have on there. But this one will continue to charge till the batteries are completely charged. Okay? Since I have it on the custom. And we have We put in 55. We have that much to go. The batteries are almost getting full, and we don't push that much power back onto the batteries. So the system backed up. Look at that. That's what the PV power coming in. This is how cloudy it is outside. This is the battery voltage. We didn't make anything because the sun is dark. Look at that. Fast tracking. Only 52, 53 volt. The panels are wired almost over what? I think is 100. So yeah, I just want to show you. This is another video trying to show you what we're doing here. So if you use the constant current, constant voltage, it gets to a certain point, then it's just gonna stop. You go into the silent mode, silent charge, it stop. But if you put it into the custom, you can able to go back and dial it and tell it to start charge. Your charge has to start on a bulk, or else it will go onto the float. Like it's gonna start at float. So you have to start it on bulk and end up at float. Then everything works out pretty good. Okay, just because of the batteries we're using. So the voltage, like I said, maybe the new Magnums probably already programmed, or maybe since I don't have the firmware to update this, maybe there's a firmware where it can able to recognize, you can put them for lithiums. Maybe that's why. Again, if I'm wrong, or maybe I don't get that information on my hands, so maybe I didn't even look for it yet, and you guys are already done, let me know. Maybe that's why. And I'm kind of probably a little bit behind, but I would take anything, options or whatever your opinions are. Then I'll find out, or maybe I'll just call Magnum. They'll tell me. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. JW Solar USA. Love you guys all. Bye for now.